Dokkan Battle gamers are some of the most notorious complainers in the Dragon Ball fandom. We are hard to please and easy to piss off, so in this video I want to go over what makes us happy. So here are 11 of the best things that can happen to someone who plays Dokkan. And yes, I will be making a video about the worst things too, so don't you worry your pretty little heads about that. And I also want to mention that these aren't in any specific order, but I will be ranking them on a scale of 1 to 10. Now without further ado, let's get straight into the list. Coming in at number 11, this one starts bad but ends good. Imagine saving all your stones for a big banner just to get absolutely shafted while going for the new best units in the game. You go to close the app, but you check your inbox for your login bonus and it seems like you missed something. There, sitting in your box are tickets for the new banner. You quickly collect them and start summoning again, and on the last 7 ticket multi you pulled a new unit and all of a sudden all that struggle was worth it. Your grinding and patience really did pay off, and now you can show off the new unit to all your friends and brag about it in the DB Discord. The feeling of those free tickets clutching up and getting you the new unit after you nearly admit defeat is pure bliss. Even grinding the awakening medals becomes more enjoyable just off the dopamine boost of getting lucky. I'm sure most of you have had this happen at least once, but I don't know if it's as good of a feeling as the next spot, since this one is all about that feeling of excitement before big celebrations drop their banners. The night before a big banner always feels like Christmas, except Santa is Omatsu and the gift under the tree is a gambling addiction. There are few feelings better than knowing you've got your stones ready and you're gonna either stay up or wake up to some amazing new units. For me, this mostly happens during anniversaries, but I can imagine a lot of people who are waiting for their favorite characters to drop on random Dokkan Fest or Carnival banners. Let me know in the comments the last time you stayed up for a new release, because I don't think I'm the only one who feels like they can't sleep on the night of a big drop. This spot gets a 7.5 out of 10 simply because I want to fix my sleep schedule, and this does not help. Now, moving on to number 10, one of the most peak things that can happen in Dokkan is when you log in expecting a stone or two, but instead you see your stone count go up by 20 or more. No top grossing or special event, just free stones from a maintenance that happened while you were asleep or a survey you didn't even know about. As a kid, I used to get so excited when this happened, and even now, when I have my own adult money from my job, it's still a beautiful feeling to get free stones out of the blue. This spot gets a 10 out of 10 because you've got nothing to lose but everything to gain. And by the way, like the video and subscribe if you love free stones. Number 9 is about what you do with those free stones, because if you get shafted, you might as well have spent them on stamina instead of an SSR Great Ape Shugesh and a sack of potatoes. Having stones is nice and all, but I don't think it beats the feeling of guaranteed summon animations. Goku Black Rifts are great, but give it away too soon. Zeno and Whis are even better though, since even the worst animation can still give you a guaranteed pull. I've never actually seen or experienced a Shenron animation, so I don't know if it's real, but the feeling of getting one of these animations is undefeated, especially after getting shafted repeatedly by Omatsu. I give this one an 8 out of 10 because I don't get to see these animations too often and I always get shafted. Enough talk about summons for now though. Let's talk about something the hardcore players love. New cards are cool, but if you've got nowhere to use them, they're meaningless. With that being said, this next spot goes to new content, specifically new difficult content and new story missions. Hard content makes Dokkan worth playing in my opinion, so when we get some new stuff, it's always fun to test out new teams or units. Story missions on the other hand are just great for easy stones, link leveling, and potentially a new free-to-play LR every once in a while. I give these two a 9 out of 10 and they lose 1 point for all the free LRs that suck, but other than that, I love hard content and new content in general. Number 7 is that feeling when you buy a new unit with coins from the Baba shop and they turn out to be great. Sure, it costs you, but it always feels good to know your investments paid off. For me, I experienced this with Daima Goku and Glorio, since I didn't manage to pull either of them on release. Luckily, they are still both amazing and I love to run them whenever I can. This entry gets a 7 out of 10 just because you have to wait a few months to try a unit that everyone already had their fun with. You ever have a unit at 55% and they somehow manage to absolutely carry your run? Well, I don't know how it happens, but every once in a while a unit will just go crazy with additionals, dodges, or perform like a brand new card. During the 8th anniversary, I could swear my GT duo was built different. They would have no dupes and still do way more than 3 supers every turn. I know MUI is supposed to dodge almost every attack, but when his EZA first released, I swear for months he never even got touched when I used him. I feel like this is a Dokkan phenomenon because many units like to overperform with no good reason, but if we're being honest, it's most likely just crazy good luck. This one just gets a 9 out of 10 for me. For the 5th last spot, I want to talk about something that goes hand in hand with what I just mentioned, because there isn't a better feeling than having your run saved by the hidden potential system. Whether it's an additional super attack to stack defense, a massive crit to finish the boss, or dodging a crazy super attack that could have ended a long run, we can all agree it feels great when the hidden potential system actually does something to justify its existence. 10 out of 10 on this one, especially if it happens in Festival of Battles. But you know what's better than dodge, crit, and additional? A new mechanic. Everyone loves when a new ability is announced because it can change everything and opens the door for tons of new units. This year we had the exchange mechanic, and it's honestly limitless potential for new units. Everyone loves when there are more layers added to the gameplay because it adds more ways to be tactical and manage your resources. 10 out of 10 for this one. Everyone likes new things, otherwise the game would just be very stale. One of my personal favorite things in Dokkan is when a new unit comes out and it has some sort of support or buff that helps an old unit come out of retirement, even if it's briefly or short-lived. I think it's super cool. The main example I think of when I say this is when SSJ4 Full Power Goku came out and brought the 7th anniversary GT duo back for a bit. It was a lot of fun to use the GT Heroes team against Omega Shenron back in 2023 when this actually happened. I hope this happens more often in the future because it's kind of like a budget easy A if you think about it. 10 out of 10 again for this one. I love having a reason to use my older units. Another thing you love to see is when an Easy A is announced for one of your favorite units. Easy A's are probably one of the most exciting things in Dokkan, but when you hear that a unit you thought they forgot about is actually coming back, it's even better. They aren't always the best, but it's definitely better than using the base card. For example, the recent physical Super Kaioken Goku Easy A that came out of nowhere was really solid, but definitely not OP. The real best feeling comes when they make the Easy A busted, like with Int Evo Vegeta and MUI. I know they were never going to be forgotten since they were anniversary units, but they ended up being two of the best and longest lasting Easy A's in the game. Their design truly satisfied the fans, and I think it's definitely one of the best feelings in Dokkan when you wait for 3 years for an Easy A and it's actually so good you can use it for a long time. In the same vein, we've also got new characters / forms being added because whenever a new character or form gets animated, it's only a matter of time till Dokkan adds it. Beast Gohan, the Gammas, and Orange Piccolo are the best examples of this because they were so well designed that they are still being used to this day. Orange Piccolo is definitely due for an Easy A though, since he's about 3 years old now too. I hope they make him really busted or even give him a new card since he's only got one card as of now, and with Daima having tons of potential for new cards, we have no idea when the Superheroes movie will get more attention again. This spot gets an 8 out of 10 from me for the stress of knowing they might fumble the Easy A or unit you're excited for. This next one is very hard to pull off as a Dokkan player, but getting a girlfriend or boyfriend. The Dokkan grind just takes up way too much time and makes talking to people who don't play Dokkan really hard. But I'll give you bonus points if your partner either plays Dokkan or understands your commitment to gambling with PNGs. It's definitely a great feeling to have someone to go to after Amatsu gives you the shaft. It's also a great feeling when you ask your partner to press the summon button for you and they actually pull something. This one gets a solid 10 out of 10 if you can actually pull it off. A few honorable mentions are doing group summons on a new banner with your friends, thinking your box is completely full but you actually have plenty of space, getting an SSR animation on a single summon, pulling Elder Kais or Grand Kais from the friend point summon, gaining super attack levels from dozing Kais, and when new boss rush / infinite Dragon Ball history stages are added. Anyways, there you have it guys. Those are some of the best things only Dokkan players can understand. Let me know in the comments if I should have added anything else, and feel free to check out one of my other videos that should be on screen right now. Thank you all so much for watching.